to winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring, this for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner, only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner, juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers, only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Taken in the end zone. He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Play action, Cousins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Michael Gallup.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ben
Gideon in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is Johnson. He's got it. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Number 9.
First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking deep for Gabriel. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how...
And he found it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, put down, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 20
turned it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the former Cowboy kicker, Dan Bailey. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And a Cowboy first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 9.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action now. Cousins. Looking here for Smith downfield. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Vikings 17, Cowboys 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play fake. Cousins airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 24.
Cowboys out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. His throw incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action. Cousins. As he releases it, and that'll fall in.
Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The open man is Smith. And he's able to pick up the first before before he's taken down at the 27. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
7-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31. Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
18 on the play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. Complete, it's Johnson. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 48 yards. And he whips that one incomplete there. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
A 10-yard gain on the play. It's 4th down. And
4th down, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the